Hello there, and welcome to the Riva Chic show. Today's topic, we're going to be chalk painting a mirror and then applying black wax on the mirror. So if you've never done the black wax or dark waxes, this will be a good show for you to watch. We're going to do this from start to finish. So we are going to be, like I said, painting it first. But before we start, if you like what you see today, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, that you like it, and also hit the notification sound button so that you can get notified for any future videos that I post. So go get your paint clothes on, like I did here, and let's begin painting. Okay, well, we are ready to begin painting our mirror. So what I did already is I had put painter's tape over the frame, you know, where the mirror's at. And I did put this paper on here, but that's just for so the TV or the video does not glare and show the, obviously recorder. So you don't have to put this paper in the beginning. If you want to cover that, that's less cleanup in case you have little splashes from the paint. It's a good idea to cover it. I normally don't. But I do tape the ends, as you can see, with painter's tape. So my choice of paint color today is like a light gray, is what we're going to paint. So we're going to paint our first coat. And remember, on the first coat, you don't have to go heavy. You just do a light coat of chalk paint. That's what's neat about chalk paint. So get your brush wet. Again, you don't have to saturate it, with paint, just lightly. And then we're going to go ahead and start. So I'm going to start on this edge so you can see it. And then you just, it doesn't matter what stroke you use. You can go this way, back and forth. But obviously this is a straight edge here mirror. So we can just go back and forth. Make sure you get all those corners. And then the inside of the grooves here, make sure you want to paint that, because we want this all nice and solid paint, because we are going to be applying the black wax on it. Okay. And then also on the edges, I know you probably can't see, but let me try it here. This right here, just make sure you get the whole mirror covered. Okay. We're not going doing the back. We're just doing the front, and all of the edges is what we're painting. Again, don't saturate your brush with a ton of paint. Some people think they need a lot of paint on their brush in order to get that coverage. Your first coat, we're not worried about getting it fully covered. We are just focused on actually just getting our first base on. What I call this, and what makes it easier to understand, is if you've ever used primer, your primer, you put that light coat on, so you can go ahead and add your, paint on it. Well, just think of it this way. When you are painting that first coat of chalk paint, act like it's a primer. That's all you want to do. And this will dry pretty quickly. Okay, so you get your whole mirror. I know I have to get that edge over there. So we're going to leave this for a little bit, and we're going to let it dry. And then we're going to come back and do our second coat. All right, we are now ready for our second coat. So on your second coat, you can go ahead and put a little more extra paint on there than you did the first time. So now we want to get our full coverage on our mirror. Make sure you get those corners really good. Okay, as you can see here, how the color is, it's becoming that light gray now, a solid. Now with something like this, some folks are okay with this second coat. For me, I like to put at least 3 coats on this. And you're going to decide on that once you start applying your paint. if it looks like it needs another coat or not, okay? So some people wait till their second coat is dry, but for me, I just think it's better to put 3 coats on there. And also the life of the piece will last a little longer too. Also, if you're giving this as a gift, or maybe you're doing this as a hobby and you want to sell it to someone, or whatever the case is, you just want to make sure that it looks nice and that the mirror is fully painted. Okay, so you do this throughout the whole mirror, and make sure again you get those edges in here. Okay, sometimes we forget and we miss. It's okay, you got your tape on there, and even if you get a little bit on the mirror, it's okay. What's neat about chalk paint is all you need is some water and a rag, and it comes right off that mirror, which is really nice. Sometimes you gotta do some scraping depending how much, if you didn't use tape. I mean, there's times that I don't use tape. And why is that? Well, because I get a little lazy sometimes, and then I give myself a little extra work by scraping that. Not everybody wants scraping, but I feel like I'm wasting time. If I was to tape it and I say, oh, I'll just get it later, you know, I'll clean it up. So we're going to go ahead and let this second coat dry. And like I said, for myself, I like 3 coats on here. So we'll be back as soon as this coat dries. All right, see you soon. All right, guys, we are back. So I ended up putting 3 coats on this. You guys didn't have to see me putting my 3rd coat on there. I think you got that part. So now we're going to start waxing. So what you're going to need is make sure that you put some gloves on you, because this is going to get a little messy. You're going to need a lint-free rag or a towel. You're going to need clear wax, okay? And then you're going to need the black wax. So if you're doing dark wax, which is the brown or black, but I am choosing black. So with this, I wanted to get a close-up view for you folks. And so you're not going to see the whole thing, but I'm going to do this side here where you can actually see it as much as you can see it on the video. So first we're going to do is apply the clear wax. And this clear wax goes all over the piece. Okay, even the, in the back ends, inside that crevice. In order for the black wax to work, you're going to need clear wax. Okay, so we'll do a nice amount there. And like I said, get the ends too. Okay. So with this project, what I was going to do is I was going to do the whole piece where I wanted waxed. Okay. So, but I'm going to show you, say that you just want these edges done only. So what you do, put a little bit of black wax on it. Well, that's a lot. Okay. And then you just wipe. And you keep wiping till you are satisfied with the color. Okay. Now, the clear wax also plays as an eraser, I'm going to call it. So, say, I got a little black here. I don't want that on there. You take your clear wax with your rag, and then you just clean it. And keep on cleaning it till you are satisfied with what you're trying to accomplish. Okay? And that's how you wax it. So what I'm going to do now is, because I want my whole project to be waxed with the black wax, I am going to go ahead and apply that. And like I said, all you got to do is wipe. And then there's so many different techniques and how much you put on it, but with this particular piece, this is what I want on it and what I want to achieve. And you keep on working it till, again, you are satisfied of what it looks like. Okay, and that's how you apply it. Now, like right here, maybe I want a little more. You add as you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wax my whole piece. And then what I'm going to do and show you is maybe I want a little darker edges inside, when my piece is done. So I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wax the whole piece, and then come back and show you what it would look like if I did a little more darker edges in the crevices right here. Okay, so I have my whole piece black waxed, and I had cleaned it all up. So as I was doing it, I decided to give a little extra black wax on my corners. I think that will look nice. All you need is just to put a little wax there, a black wax, and then just dab it. Okay, you dab it just to give it this darker effect on that corner. That's what I'm going to do. There's 4 corners, and I'm going to do them all like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while you're doing yours. And then after we're done with that, we can go ahead and remove the tape and clean up the mirror, okay? So let's go ahead and do our corners if that's what you want to do. Okay, we are back. Here is the finished project. So that's the corner that I want a little bit of extra black wax. As you can see, all across, all the way down to the other corner, okay? But this is just one technique. Again, I wanted full wax on this piece with my paint. There is just so much more that you can do. Okay. And I want to stand back a little bit here. Okay. And there you have it. That's how you put black wax over a chalk painted piece. Always make sure that you use gloves, because it can be really, really messy. Dirty clothes, paint clothes, and don't forget your rags that you're going to need, and always make sure that you have your clear wax. So the key to this is using your clear wax first, and then your colored waxes. Now, if you were to use, if that was, say, white I wanted to do, say I had a dark mirror with white wax, I don't need to use clear because white plays as clear. But I hope to have more videos here in the future for you. Just make sure that if you like what you saw today, that you subscribe to my channel, as well as like it, and then don't forget the notification button so that you can get notified every time I put a video out there. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Riva Chic Show, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.